Here's Guess Jeans, and it's down significantly, I think, based upon some bad numbers or they missed their numbers or whatever. But, from a technical standpoint, I love to really just kind of look at the charts just prior to some of these news, and sometimes you catch a lot of these moves, but I like to just kind of demonstrate, or at least look, could you have, by looking at the technicals, could you have known that there was some potential danger here just by some very fundamental basics technically? And if you look at it from a daily, let's just shift to the daily here before we get involved in this here. It's a very bullish move. I mean, so far, you have this big initial move, you see a pretty good corrective move, but you see another move, and then you see the break higher. And it's very interesting here, but what's important to understand when you start to even look at it kind of, from a more technical standpoint is that although this may be, nice and you're seeing good movement on the daily, it's important to always look at the weekly here because it really tells you a lot. And we've said that many times over, but it's really it is because it's so important. Well, you could see that in the past it had a high of, say, the 55 range, but mainly around the 51 or so that it topped 50-51. And you could see even in the more recent future as it went through this big correction during the banking crisis, and then you see this rally back off of these ranges. You see a move at 50, and then you see a very dramatic break. Okay, then you see the other attempt at it, but what you're really seeing is three tops that ever took place right here. So you should really be, when you see something like that and you don't see a break to the new highs and break over it, but do anything but really create new lows. Because see how you have this last swing just took out this prior major low. And sometimes it's okay as long as it can stabilize and then break higher. But look at what happens when you start to keep that in mind. You say, okay, well, unless we really break higher, but look at how dramatic these down moves have been. And then you see the next attempt, and it can't make it over the 50% retracement from this initial swing from the high, from the main price range. Here's your 50% retracement, and here's the 100-day moving average. You're not seeing the price action break above it. What happens? You see a new low creating a new swing low. So actually you've had three lower lows and lower highs. So technically you're going into